And a look across all the skyscrapers here in Cleveland, the site of our broadcast for tonight. It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And the Warriors on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And during this streak, guys, one thing you can see on this team is that everybody's role is clearly defined. Every player knows exactly what's expected of them. All the pieces seem to be fitting together perfectly.
Yep, and there isn't a more confident team in the NBA right now. Believe me, none of the guys on that team think this winning streak has happened by accident.
Now Golden State's starting five. The Splash Brothers are the guards. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now here's Thompson. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. It's Curry outside. Love grabs the board. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Now here's Curry. He picked up 36 points in their last one against Oklahoma City. No good from Bogut. Golden State on D. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
They were just locked really in a zone from a team defense standpoint, and nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Irving against Barnes. Green with the block. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. There's the bucket. Good.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. To the middle, and so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Warriors, #1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
And so here's Cleveland. LeBron kicks to Love. No good on the 3. Warriors have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Smith against Thompson. Green, the screen. Here's Bogut. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Curry against Irving. Curry dishes to Thompson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Love with the screen on Curry. Irving passes to Love. He kicks it to James. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry. Thompson outside, takes the three, and that one's good. Thompson's got 5 now.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play going to the line for 1.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark. And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Here is Livingston. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Spade sets a screen for Thompson. Again, Golden State.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's James. He picked up 33 points in their last one against the Raptors in Toronto.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Here's Dellavedova after the made shot from Klay Thompson. James kicks to Shumpert. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The kick out to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cleveland ahead, leading by a point. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Hey, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this Splash brother to let her rip.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounded. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Barbosa. Then it's Curry. And it's Ezeli in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Irving. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Oh, wide open look for Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And James subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Now here's Love. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Kevin Love.
That free throw good from Kevin Love. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green comes in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Rush in for Harrison Barnes. Both free throws good from Love.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Clark. Screened by Bogut. Here's Clark. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Irving kicks to LeBron. 1:57 left in the second quarter. Love with the screen for James. Back to Love. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Here's Rush. Passes it to Bogut. Back to Green. Here's Clark, covered by Smith, and the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer, no good. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season as returned to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Here's Clark, following the basket by LeBron James. Curry setting the pick for Green. Clark. Rebound by Smith.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Some firepower, Clark, from his offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, they
Yeah.
really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Rush dishes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. Thompson comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the left side wing. LeBron with a screen on Thompson. No good from Fry.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Thompson. Here's Dellavedova. He gets it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion.